Light snowmaker rolling into town tonight. That may be a preview of what's to come. We'll talk about your Super Bowl forecast just ahead.
A fugitive wanted by the FBI from Missouri to Kentucky answered to charges in a Casey County courtroom this morning.
The man accused of the city's latest murder faced a Lexington judge today. We'll tell you what happened in court.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon to you. The day started off with rain and even some black ice for many of us here in the Bluegrass.
And another round of showers will be back tonight. That will be turning into snow in the overnight hours. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey, and he's been telling us this was coming.
Yeah, this band of some snow showers, guys, still not going to arrive in here until very late this evening into the wee hours of the morning, and maybe just enough to create some slick travel first thing tomorrow morning. Coming at us in a series of fronts. One just off to our south, another's to the northwest of us. One's giving us the temperature drop. One will give us a little more of a temperature drop, but also unleash more of a northwesterly wind to create some snow showers. Clouds are out there, not a whole lot of precipitation right now showing up on live First Alert and Offender, though when you check back with us later tonight, it is going to be showing a little bit of snow shower action that is firing up from northwest to southeast. You want to see a nice little temperature gradient? 60 degrees in London, 44 Lexington, 39 into Covington. The cold air is going to win the battle as we go into later this evening. That'll set us up for the potential for some light snow tonight, but in the 7-day forecast, I have a lot of winter weather on the way. One of those systems, guys, going to impact our Super Bowl Sunday potentially in a big way. We'll break down the potential for a developing winter storm to hit the Bluegrass State when I come back in about 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. And this morning's rain turned to black ice in some central Kentucky communities. Deputies in Franklin County say they worked several minor accidents because of the slick road conditions during this morning's commute. Dispatchers in Wolfe County say they had at least a dozen calls about crashes after part of the Mountain Parkway iced over. It got bad enough that the Sheriff's Department asked people to stay off the roads for a while. A fugitive captured in central Kentucky appeared before a judge this morning.
Authorities arrested Robert Caldwell in Lincoln County on Tuesday. Today, he appeared in a Casey County courtroom on charges he stole a mail Jeep and kidnapped a teen before being caught. WKYT's Phil Pendleton was there for the hearing and has more in this Crime Tracker report.
Robert Caldwell hobbled into the Casey County District Courtroom, his hands and feet bound with shackles and handcuffs. He entered a not guilty plea on 5 felony counts. The judge set a $1 million bond for Caldwell, who said little during his arraignment. His court-appointed attorney asked for his cash bond to be lowered. Judge Michael Lloyd declined, saying Caldwell was a flight risk and a danger to others. Court records showed that he allegedly crashed into 2 state police detective cruisers after he stole a mail carrier's Jeep and forced her 13-year-old son to ride with him. The teen was released about 7 miles down the road where he called for help. The boy's mother said she didn't realize what had happened to her son until he called her from a machine shop 30 minutes after the theft and kidnapping.
I was looking for my son. I didn't know. I was trying to figure out if he had taken the Jeep to run an errand without telling me, or I didn't know. I didn't realize that it had been stolen until I found him.
Now, Caldwell also faces some very serious federal charges from what police are describing as a violent carjacking and kidnapping that happened in the Kansas City area of Missouri. That victim was later able to escape. In Casey County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Caldwell is due back in court next Tuesday for a preliminary hearing. A man accused in Lexington's latest murder pled not guilty to a judge today. Felix Rodriguez is charged in the shooting death of 23-year-old Alejandro Dominguez Hernandez. Police found the victim in the backseat of a car on Johnson Road Monday night, where documents show that Rodriguez admitted to a police informant that he killed the victim after luring him to the scene to buy cocaine. Rodriguez will be back in court next week for a preliminary hearing. During a life-threatening emergency, your first call for help is to 911. And because every second matters, for the past 5 months, we've been investigating Lexington's 911 center. We found that last year, dozens of 911 calls rang between 51 and 60 seconds before being answered. Compare that to the previous 4 years, where records show every call was answered before 50 seconds.
Certainly there's concerns anytime the call takes more than say 10 seconds, we have a concern. Our goal is to get the calls answers within 10 seconds.
So why is it taking call takers longer to answer 911 calls lately? Sam is at the live desk now with WKYT's Mark Barber with more on this story that he's working on for tonight at 6. Sam?
Amber, thank you. And Mark, Amber asked a really good question there. Why is it taking longer for the call takers to get to these important calls?
Well, practically everybody has a cell phone now. When something happens, take a car accident, for example, dozens of people pull out those cell phones. They call 911 to report it at the same time. Now, while call takers say they're answering those phones as quickly as they can, our investigation found that some of those callers are waiting on the line about 60 seconds for an answer.
And every second counts.
Absolutely.
When you did this investigation, you found that there's been a pretty big increase in the number of 911 calls, right?
Yeah, that's right. In 2014, we found that there was a 10% increase in the number of 911 calls. But what call takers say is even more concerning is the number of calls where the person hangs up or accidentally calls 911. Those calls are up about 200%. Now, call takers are required to call back anyone who hangs up or is disconnected. So they say they're wasting precious time on the phone with those callers, while people with true emergencies are still waiting on the line.
That's a shame. Now, how is the 911 center handling this big increase in calls?
They're taking more money from taxpayer dollars. I found that last year the city spent about $83,000 to bring in temporary employees on busy days. Now, the city spent far less than that in the previous 4 years. Now, I'll have much more on that coming up at 6, and we will also tell callers what they can do to help make sure that their calls get answered quickly.
This story affects a lot of people. Most people have made a 911 call or will have to. So, Mark, thank you very much. Look forward to your investigation coming up tonight on WKYT at 6. Amber?
Sam, thank you. All right, turning to something a little fun now. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is in Lexington today. The famous hot dog ride made a stop at the Beaumont Center Kroger this morning. Workers are handing out stickers and its memorable hot dog whistle to both young and old. For as long as the brand has been around, the workers say the hot dog crosses generational lines.
It just means a lot that this is my job. You know, every time we pull into a parking lot, someone smiles as we play the horn as our jingle. So it just really means a lot that every day is a parade with the Wienermobile, and I get to have that opportunity to make those smiles on those kids' faces.
Well, if you missed it today, the Wienermobile will make stops at other Kroger stores in Lexington throughout the weekend.
It's the question on just about every UK football fan's mind. Will Commonwealth Stadium be finished for that first home game?
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about to tell us if renovations are right on schedule. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. The countdown is on to September 5th. I'm told 6:59 is when this place has to be done and ready to go. I'm sure Russ Pear is well aware of that. You're like, Dan, it's 200 and some more days. You've been counting down every day to this.
I got countdown clocks on my desk, and they never go the other way. So,
do you ever have fans that are outside wanting to peek in? What's going on now?
we have a lot of interest, and we're putting a lot of pictures. Our media relations and our marketing staff are putting a lot of pictures of the construction progress, and there's actually a construction cam that folks can get off our website, and they can sort of see what's going on. You're just seeing a transformation of this facility.
Well, just walking through here, I said to you a minute ago, this is so exciting for someone who's come to games for years and seen it change, and the challenge that you have ahead of you now, though, is to get it finished, right?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's going to be a race to the finish, and it's our projects, athletics projects are typically like that. You're trying to get things going, and we've had decent weather. We had a cold spell last week, these last few weeks, where we had some few interruptions, but we're on track.
Okay, so what are we seeing now that Kenny is showing folks? I know press row's it's gone, it's out of there, but you're moving us on up, right?
Right. So what you're seeing here, where the press box and the press level used to be, is our new loge boxes, and that goes the whole length of that side of the field. Then when you go into the upper deck, the first level of the upper deck are the new suites. Most of those are all framed up, and actually we should be putting drywall on the walls here fairly soon. So we're starting to do some finishes as we enclose the facility. And then the top level is the press level, and the very, very top level there's a photo deck, and it's where our coaching video folks, home and visitor coaching video folks, will video the game from.
Okay, I know you guys continue to work daily. We're going to be back in a few months to check in with you. Is that all right?
That sounds great. Love to have you guys.
Give folks a sneak peek of what's happening here at Commonwealth Stadium. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
There is so much left to do.
I know, it's impressive. And she didn't have a hard hat on. We may need to look into that.
Well, the song We Are the World showed off the power of music and raised millions of dollars for famine relief.
3 decades later, Suzanne Marquez has a look at the anniversary celebration in your Eye on Entertainment.
It's been 30 years since musicians came together to record We Are the World. A group of the original performers and organizers reunited at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles to mark the anniversary.
I think it's one of the greatest songs with the greatest message ever written.
Since its release in 1985, We Are the World has raised more than $66 million to fight famine and poverty in Africa. The Television Academy held a special evening to honor a legend of the industry. Norman Lear's TV credits include the 1970s sitcoms All in the Family, Sanford and Son, and The Jeffersons.
I'm having a great time. It's a wonderful evening, and I couldn't be more excited about everybody here.
At 92, Lear is still going strong. He's said to be in talks to revive the series one day at a time with an all-Latino cast. And a new HBO documentary series explores a riveting real-life mystery. The Jinx, the life and deaths of Robert Durst, investigates the son of a billionaire real estate family and his links to a series of unsolved murders.
All the things that you read about somebody in the tabloids are really things that pale in comparison to really seeing what the person is like.
Andrew Jarecki also directed the feature film about Durst, All Good Things, starring Ryan Gosling. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Some bad news for those really sick Taylor Swift fans.
The pop star has legally trademarked a slew of her trademark phrases and song lyrics. Swift now owns sole rights to This Sick Beat, Party Like It's 1989, Because We Never Go Out of Style, and several other phrases. A legal database says using the lines on items like aprons, removable tattoos, walking sticks, or certain toiletries could find you shaking off a legal bill. The singer was not swift enough, though, to trademark her signature Shake It Off. A diet company already snagged up that one.
Will actor Chris Pratt be the next Indiana Jones? Deadline reports that Disney may be reviving the movie franchise and eyeing Pratt for that lead role. The Guardians of the Galaxy star would be filling the shoes of Harrison Ford. He made the adventurous archaeologist famous in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Disney has not yet confirmed their leading man.
Amazon Prime now has more subscribers than Netflix. According to Investors Business Daily, Amazon's subscription service has about 40 million U.S. members. That's up about 50% from a year ago. Amazon Prime offers free 2-day shipping on millions of items, a video-on-demand service that competes with Netflix, along with other benefits. Amazon Prime costs you $99 a year. Netflix reported just over 39 million domestic members as of the end of December.
Oh, those gray overcast skies. I've had it with them. I'm ready for the sun, and I know it's going to get colder.
There was a little bit of sun out there, Chris Bailey. Didn't I see that today? Just sometime? Just a little bit?
You saw maybe a little sliver or two.
She's trying.
I know she's trying. She got spoiled by the stuff we had out there yesterday. We've got our live sky cams up right now, but the sky cams are wanting to just kind of stay void. Maybe they're giving us a sign of what's to come. Then I asked the cams to show me the weather out there, and look what they do. They respond finally into Richmond, into Frankfort, Lexington, and Corbin. Corbin, by the way, we're down to 46 now. Just a little bit ago, we were at 60 degrees, so we dropped about 14 degrees in the past hour. Going into the upper 30s now across parts of central and northern Kentucky. Everybody dealing with the clouds, gusty winds that are out there, and we have a strong cold front that is now pushing southward across the region. Coming in from northwest to southeast is a surge of colder air that will have some snow showers with it later tonight. Those snow showers may cause some slick travel coming up tomorrow morning. We will touch a little more on that and look ahead to what everybody's asking me about. Super Bowl Sunday and the potential for a developing winter storm to impact our region. I will detail that increasing threat a little later on.
All right, Chris, thank you. An offensive Super Bowl ad, puppies on demand, and a UPS driver caught on camera. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Here's an ad that you will not see during the Super Bowl. In this GoDaddy ad, an adorable golden retriever puppy named Buddy is traveling with his mom and sibling in the back of a pickup truck. Well, he's tossed out of the truck when it hits a bump. Buddy goes through a lot to make his way home, where he is scooped up by his human guardian. She's thrilled he made it back because she sold him on a website she set up using GoDaddy.com. The ad is mocking Budweiser's famous puppy ads, and it upset apparently a lot of animal rights folks. So GoDaddy decided to pull the ad because of the backlash, and they will replace it with another ad.
First, they started out giving people rides, but now Uber will let you order an adorable puppy to your office. For $30, you can play with the puppy for 15 minutes in several cities, including Atlanta, Cleveland, Dallas, and Washington, D.C. And many times, the puppies are available for adoption. People who experience the puppy on-demand service say it is well worth it.
I mean, way to boost employee morale, right? On a Wednesday, it's awesome.
The perfect outlet just to, come and kind of just say, okay, I'm taking a break, because they give so much energy.
Animal Planet and Uber teamed up for the project. They're donating all the proceeds to animal shelters in participating cities. I say we order a puppy here.
Yeah, it sounds good. A newsroom pup. New caught on camera video catching a delivery guy in the act in Houston. We've seen some clips like this before of delivery folks and casually throwing their packages over locked fences, but that's only half the story. After dumping off the packages, the worker then went on to a house. The homeowner says his package was damaged, but seeing this outraged him even more.
So you're paying someone to take a package from point A to point B. So basically I paid someone to come to my house and pee on it.
He called UPS to complain, but wasn't happy with their response, so he posted the video on the Facebook page. A supervisor then called to apologize. The UPS worker has been let go. Of course he's been let go.
Incredible.
What is going on there?
Yeah, just when you think you've seen it all, something like that.
Not good. No. All right. Much more to come, especially on the weather situation developing. We have that now on WKYT at 5.